If one day I had the chance to turn back time and meet myself from 10 years ago, I believe that moment would feel truly special, both deeply familiar and yet strangely distant. Standing in front of you, I see the reflection of a younger version of myself, someone bursting with dreams, ambitions, and an unshakable desire to achieve great things. At the same time, I recognize the weight of uncertainty in your eyes, the countless worries that keep you up at night. You are constantly questioning yourself. Am I making the right choices? What if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? What if all the effort I put in leads to nothing? I know how overwhelming these thoughts can be because I once carried them too. But if there's one thing I can tell you now, one thing I truly want you to understand, it's this: you're going to be okay. Life will not always go as planned, and there will be moments of disappointment, self-doubt, and even failure. But none of those things will define you. What will define you is how you choose to keep going, how you learn from every challenge, and how you grow through the experiences that life throws your way. You may feel lost at times, unsure of what the future holds, but trust me, every step you take, whether forward, sideways, or even backward, will teach you something valuable. The struggles you fear today will one day become the very lessons that shape you into someone wiser, stronger, and more resilient. You'll discover that success isn't about never making mistakes, but about having the courage to rise every time you fall. So, don't be afraid. Keep dreaming, keep pushing forward, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself. Because no matter how uncertain the road ahead may seem, you'll find your way. And when you look back one day, just like I am now, you will realize that every challenge, every detour, every moment of doubt was leading you exactly where you were meant to be. Everything will fall into place. Right now, you may feel like everything is a mess. The weight of responsibilities presses down on your shoulders. The unanswered questions keep piling up, and the uncertainty about the future steals your sleep at night. You wonder if you're on the right path, if you're truly capable of achieving your dreams, and if you fail, whether you'll have the strength to rise again. I understand, because I once had the same fears, the same doubts, and the same moments of uncertainty, standing at the crossroads of life. But you know what? One day, when you look back on the journey you've traveled, you'll realize that the things that seem overwhelming today were just small pieces of a much larger picture, the grand masterpiece of your life. The moments when you felt lost and unsure will become memories you recount with a sense of peace, perhaps even with a smile. The challenges that seem insurmountable right now will turn into invaluable lessons that shape you into a stronger, wiser, and more resilient person. And the tears you shed today in moments of failure may very well be the reason you feel grateful in the future, because they forged a version of you that is braver than ever before. Life doesn't always go according to plan, and sometimes things will feel like they're falling apart. But that doesn't mean you're on the wrong path. Every obstacle you face serves a purpose. They are the pieces that will eventually come together to create the person you are meant to become, someone more confident, determined, and capable than you ever imagined. So even when you feel exhausted, even when self-doubt creeps in, trust yourself. Trust the journey you're on. Don't let fear hold you back. Take that step forward, even if the road ahead isn't clear yet. Stumble, fall, try again, and embrace every experience, because each time you dare to push beyond your comfort zone, you are moving closer to the best version of yourself. And when you finally reach the destination meant for you, you'll look back and see that everything truly did fall into place exactly as it was meant to, even if you couldn't see it at the time. Don't be too hard on yourself. I know that you always set incredibly high standards for yourself. You strive for perfection in everything you do, constantly pushing yourself to be better, faster, and more successful. You're afraid of making mistakes, of disappointing others, of not living up to expectations, both your own and those placed upon you. And every time you feel like you're not good enough, you end up blaming yourself, carrying burdens that are far heavier than you need to. But you know what? You don't have to compete with anyone. Life is not a race, and success is not measured by how quickly you reach a destination. There will be times when you make mistakes, when things don't go as planned, when you look around and feel like everyone else is ahead while you're falling behind. But that doesn't mean you failed. It simply means you're living, learning, growing, and evolving in ways you may not even realize yet. So, allow yourself to make mistakes. Accept that there will be days when you don't perform at your best, and that's okay. The scars and stumbles along the way don't make you weak. They make your story real. Give yourself permission to rest when you're exhausted, to slow down, to breathe, and to embrace life at your own pace, rather than constantly chasing an invisible finish line dictated by external pressures. Most importantly, allow yourself to be happy, even before you've achieved everything you're striving for. Don't make happiness something you can only experience after you've reached a goal or proven yourself in some way. Happiness is not a reward reserved for those who are flawless. It is something you deserve right now, in this very moment, just as you are. So be kinder to yourself. Treat yourself with patience, with understanding, with the same compassion you would offer a friend. No matter where you are on your journey, whether you're moving quickly or slowly, succeeding or stumbling, you are still progressing, still writing your own story. And that is what truly matters. Family and friends are the most precious things. As you move forward in life, chasing dreams and building your future, there will be times when you become so caught up in the pursuit of success that everything else fades into the background. You will spend countless hours working, striving, and pushing yourself to achieve your goals. There will be late nights spent perfecting your craft, early mornings filled with responsibilities, and days where your mind is consumed with thoughts of progress, ambition, and the next big milestone. But in the midst of all this, you might forget to pause. You might forget to look around and appreciate the people who have been by your side from the very beginning, your family and your true friends. The ones who have always supported you, not because of your achievements, but simply because they love you for who you are. The ones who celebrated your smallest victories long before anyone else noticed your efforts. The ones who saw potential in you even when you doubted yourself. No matter how much success you attain, no matter how far you go in life, there will come a moment when you realize that nothing, absolutely nothing, is more valuable than the love of those who genuinely care for you. Titles, money, recognition, and career achievements may bring satisfaction, but they can never replace the warmth of a hug from your parents, the laughter shared over an old joke with childhood friends, or the quiet comfort of knowing that, no matter what happens, there are people who will stand by you, not because of what you have accomplished, but simply because they cherish you as a person. And the saddest truth, life moves forward, whether you're paying attention or not. If you become too consumed with chasing the future, you may one day look back and realize that the people who mattered most, the ones who supported you, loved you, and waited for you, are no longer there in the same way. Parents grow older. Friendships fade if left unattended. Time keeps moving, and the moments you take for granted today may be gone before you ever get the chance to truly appreciate them. One day, when you finally pause, when you have achieved everything you once dreamed of, you might find yourself longing for the simple days when your loved ones were just a call away, when laughter filled your home, when friendships felt effortless. And the most heartbreaking thing is realizing that no amount of success can bring those moments back. So don't wait until it's too late. Don't let your dreams cost you the relationships that matter most. Success, in its truest form, is not just about what you accomplish. It's about who stands beside you throughout the journey. Take the time now while you still can. Call your parents just to hear their voices. Sit down with them, Ask them about their lives and truly listen. Reach out to your friends, even if you've been busy. Let them know you care, that you remember them, that they are still important to you. Make time for small, ordinary moments: a shared meal, a long walk, an evening filled with laughter, because in the end, these are the moments that truly matter. These are the moments that will bring you real happiness. You have a bright future ahead, but never forget the people who helped shape you into the person you are becoming. No matter how busy life gets, no matter how high you climb, always make room for love, for connection, for the relationships that give life its deepest meaning. Because at the end of the day, the most precious things in life are not the ones you earn, but the ones you nurture and hold close to your heart. You are more capable than you think. Right now, you might be filled with uncertainty. You stand at the edge of the unknown, staring at the challenges ahead, and you wonder if you have what it takes to overcome them. You see others seemingly moving forward with ease, achieving things that feel so far out of reach for you, and you start to doubt yourself. You question whether you are smart enough, strong enough, or capable enough to turn your dreams into reality. You fear failure, not because you don't want to try, but because you worry that trying and falling short will somehow prove all your worst fears about yourself to be true. But let me tell you something that I wish you could see for yourself. You're so much stronger than you think you are. The challenges you fear may seem overwhelming now, but they are not impossible to overcome. The doubts that whisper in the back of your mind, telling you that you are not enough, they are nothing more than illusions. The limits you believe are holding you back are not real barriers. They exist only in your mind. And one day, you will look back at this version of yourself, the one who is so unsure, so hesitant, and you will wonder why you ever allowed those fears to weigh you down. Think about the moments in your life when you believed you couldn't do something, yet somehow you found a way. Think about the times when you felt lost, trapped, as if there was no way forward, yet somehow you figured it out. Every struggle you have endured, every hardship you have faced, is proof that you are more resilient than you realize. Every moment that you thought would break you has only made you stronger. Even when you felt weak, even when you thought you had nothing left to give, you kept going. That is not a weakness. That is not failure. That is strength. I know there will be days when you feel exhausted, when everything inside you tells you to stop. There will be nights when doubt seeps into your thoughts, making you question if you are on the right path, making you wonder if you should just give up. There will be moments when you feel like the weight of the world is too much to carry. But listen to me: if you don't believe in yourself, who will? No one else can fight your battles for you. No one else can walk this path in your place. The strength you are searching for is not something you have to find. It is something that has been inside you all along. You just need to trust yourself enough to see it. So the next time you feel like you are not enough, remind yourself of how far you have already come. Remind yourself that you have survived every difficult moment in your life up until this point. Remind yourself that no matter how many times you stumble, you have the power to stand back up. No matter how many times you doubt yourself, you have the ability to push forward anyway. You are not as weak or incapable as you sometimes think. In fact, you are more powerful, more determined, and more valuable than you have ever given yourself credit for. And one day, when you look back on this journey, when you see the mountains you have climbed and the obstacles you have overcome, you will feel nothing but pride. You will see that all the fears, all the doubts, all the moments of hesitation were nothing more than small hurdles on a path that you conquered. And most importantly, you will finally understand that the strength you were searching for was always within you. It was there all along. You just had to believe in it. Happiness is not just about the destination. In life, we often find ourselves fixated on goals and achievements. We convince ourselves that once we reach a certain milestone, whether it's landing the perfect job, achieving financial stability, fulfilling a lifelong dream, or proving our worth to the world, then, and only then, will we allow ourselves to feel truly happy. But the truth is, happiness is not something waiting for you at the end of the road. It is not a prize you earn only after checking off everything on your list. Happiness is found in the journey itself, in the moments that unfold along the way, in the simple joys that exist in everyday life. There will be days when you feel invincible, as if nothing in the world can stop you. You'll feel motivated, inspired, and completely certain of where you're headed. But there will also be days when everything feels uncertain, when doubt settles in, when you question if you are making the right choices. There will be moments of joy so pure that they take your breath away, but there will also be disappointments that make you feel lost, moments when you wonder if you are strong enough to keep moving forward. Through it all, remember this: every experience, whether good or bad, is a necessary part of your story. Every challenge you face will shape you into the person you are meant to become. Every mistake will teach you something valuable. Every success, no matter how small, will remind you of how far you've come. The journey itself is what makes life meaningful, not just the milestones you reach along the way. So don't be so focused on chasing the future that you forget to live in the present. Don't spend so much time worrying about what's next that you fail to appreciate what's happening right now. Life is happening at this very moment, in the laughter you share with friends, in the warmth of the sun on your skin, in the way the stars light up the night sky. It's in the quiet moments of solitude, in the songs that bring back memories, in the kindness of strangers, in the conversations that make you feel seen and understood. These are the things that make life beautiful, and if you don't take the time to notice them, you'll miss out on the true essence of happiness. Yes, keep working hard. Keep dreaming big. Keep striving for the things that set your soul on fire. But don't tie your happiness to a future version of yourself. Don't put off joy, telling yourself that you'll be happy once you get there, wherever there may be. Because the truth is, happiness is not a place you arrive at. It's something you carry with you. It's something you create for yourself, in the way you choose to see the world, in the way you choose to embrace each day, no matter how imperfect it may be. So, take a deep breath. Slow down when you need to. Savor the little things. Let go of the need to control every outcome and learn to trust the process. Find joy not only in reaching your goals, but in every step you take toward them. Let happiness be woven into the fabric of your daily life, rather than something you postpone for the future. And when you look back years from now, I hope you don't just remember the big accomplishments, but also the quiet, beautiful, fleeting moments that made the journey worthwhile. I hope you realize that happiness was never waiting for you at the finish line. It was always with you, in every step you took, in every lesson you learned, in every moment you chose to live fully and wholeheartedly. So go forward with confidence. The road ahead is long, but I know you'll walk it well. From me, 10 years in the future.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.